Hopefully you guys are good. So I wanted to basically make a video today. It's my last official day in Sydney. I've been here for a month now, and it's been amazing, like genuinely amazing. I didn't actually plan on coming here. It was literally a last minute job. I booked it like a month before, maybe less than that. Decided to come here. The reason why is because I was feeling stagnant at home. The weather was shit. I had the opportunity to do it, so I thought, why not? And I just wanted to shake up the snow globe a little bit. And the reason why I picked here is because, one, I've never been here. I didn't want to go to like Asia because I've been there, spent a lot of time there, which we'll go over in this video. And I wanted to go somewhere that had a big fitness scene, and genuinely the fitness scene here is fucking mental. I've never seen so many fit people, like everywhere. Everybody pretty much is either in amazing shape or just like not out of shape. And you literally have to walk down Bondi Beach for like a minute and you'll just see so many people in shape, whereas you walk out my house for 5 minutes in the UK and most people are out of shape, which, you know, probably because of the weather, but the culture here is so different, and I absolutely love it. It's literally infectious to want to get up, get going and progress, which is exactly what I wanted. So with so the reason I wanted to kind of talk today is just talk to you about my story, as that is part of the reason why I've ended up here today for this month, and potentially, maybe, I don't know, maybe coming to live here for a bit later on this year, but that's to be decided. I'll just see how things go. But the reason why I want to talk about that is because it explains, you know, how I got to this position, and hopefully inspires you to maybe do something similar or help you make decisions in your life that are going to help you get in shape and transform your life in the process. So this video literally is how I transformed my body, my life, and building a business that I love in the process too. So just to kind of start off, this was not gifted to me. Like, I didn't have help with this. It wasn't something that I knew about, and to be honest, it was not something I knew I'd end up doing. But I always knew that I would do something fitness related, because when I went to uni, I studied sports science, and that was because, honestly, I didn't know what to do in my life. So I thought, right, I'll pick this because my brother did it. He's doing well. He's working in a football club. Maybe I'll try to do that too, right? I just followed what he was doing because it felt safe. And I quickly realised it wasn't for me. Like, although I loved learning about the fitness stuff, I did not want to work in professional football. I didn't want to work in that area. What I did love is like strength and conditioning. And I wanted to be a PT, and it sounds mental looking back, but I was young, and at the time in way better shape than I am now, way stronger. I was into powerlifting. I was pretty damn strong. I wanted to compete. I was sitting around like 87 kilos, like had a decent amount of muscle mass, and I'd done that from going from, you know, probably one of the skinniest kids you can see in his teens. So I was chuffed with that, and I love my body, I love my training, and it was the life that I love living. But the reason why I didn't is because I thought I wasn't ready. I thought I was too young. I thought nobody would take me seriously. Nobody would want me to train them. So I just left it. And I thought, well, I'll leave this for a few years and I'll park it and I'll come back. So what I did instead was I finished uni, I don't know how I got a first, to be honest, because I was absolutely shocking at school. Failed my English like 3 times. Had to redo it at college twice. Like, I wasn't the smartest kid. And I've had times in my life where I've had teachers tell me, or college teachers tell me, that I wasn't really going to get anywhere, which is quite funny, but probably what fueled me to where I am now. And I didn't have a lot of self-belief in myself, so I just went travelling. I thought, right, let's delay this decision. Let's go have fun. I had money saved up from uni, and I went around Asia for like 8 months, and it was the best time of my life, literally. Travelling, having fun, didn't really train much. I lost quite a bit of strength, a lot of muscle, but I didn't care because I was just having the best time of my life. I think I was like 22 at the time, and I'm now 29. And then I come back and I was lost again because I didn't really think about what I wanted to do while I was away. I just thought about having fun, and because of that, where should I go? Because of that, I jumped into a quick job just because I wanted to earn money again, because I had none, and I started doing labouring because someone offered it to me. I thought, fuck it, you know, it's only a little job I do for like a few months, and then I'll decide on what I want to do after that. Maybe I'll go travelling again. And I got stuck in that for 2 years. I got stuck in that job for 2 years. I don't know how, I just kept doing it. I absolutely hated it. And there's nothing against people that labour, but it's a lot of graft, you know. I was waking up at like 5 a.m, driving for an hour or so, stuck in traffic. Then I'd be just moving bricks or doing whatever, just hard labour all day. And I'd come home, get home late, train, eat, go to sleep, repeat, get to the weekend, get absolutely pissed because I just hated my life basically at the time. And throughout that process, I just felt unfulfilled, I felt stuck, I felt stagnant, I was unhappy, and I started to get a lot of injuries because, like, obviously doing a lot of labour is quite demanding on the body, and at the same time I already had some old shoulder issues as well that weren't so great, and that just made it even worse. So when I got to that point where I got really injured, I didn't know what to do or how to handle it, and I just kind of just stopped training. I thought, well, I'll just stop training, it'll make it better. It's pretty loud that way. It'll make it better, but it didn't. It just made it worse, and it felt like this was like a quick transition, but it wasn't. Like, I felt like this obviously happened really slowly. It was only until I looked in the mirror one day and it all sort of come together, and I was like, what the fuck has happened to me? Like, I'd lost so much muscle. I'd gone from like 87 down to 70, like literally 70 kilos. And a lot of that was muscle, so I didn't have a lot of body fat anyway at 87. So I was now weak, injured, I couldn't train, so my fitness and health took a back seat, and I was just working and living for the weekend. And there was like a moment for me where I was like, this needs to change. And that was when I was at work one day, and it was raining. I was literally covered in rain. I was literally covered in mud head to toe because I've been digging out footings for a new house. The drain had fucking broken, and there was like water and piss coming from the house around like my boots, and I was just like, what the fuck is like, this is just not how I envision like living my life. And that moment, I was like, I remember whispering to myself, like, I'm fucking done here. Like, this was it. I had to do something. I had to change, because otherwise I was going to end up doing this, I was literally earning fuck all money at the time. I think it must have been like some months not even £1,000 a month, which isn't really enough to live. And when I got to that point, I was researching, trying to find ways that I could become a PT. I already had my badges, and started training a couple of friends for free, just to get the ball rolling and learn as much as possible. And one day I come across this advert of this guy who was like a mentor about online coaching. At the time, I didn't even know what online coaching, like, I sort of knew what it was, but I don't think it was something that, unless you wasn't an influencer, it wasn't going to happen. You need a big following, and actually that wasn't the case. And I jumped on the call with this guy. I didn't know who he was. Literally all the money I had left, £4,000. Must have had like a few hundred left after that to pay for food and stuff, but I literally just paid all that money for a year's course, and I didn't look back. And that was the start for me. So now I was in a position where I was like, right, I need to build a business, I need to build a body, I need to learn as much as I possibly can. And that's where like my personal development route or journey, as you want to call it, started. And where are we going here? So it's hard to look at the camera when obviously I'm just walking and not trying to get run over. But yeah, so that's where it all kind of started for me. And when I first started off as a coach, it was just help anyone and everyone. I didn't know loads, to be honest. I had like my year's experience of training myself and learning as much as possible, but I'd never coached somebody properly. So I had that to learn. I had to learn how to coach people. I had to learn how to run a business. All of these things that are new to me, create content. At first, I would shit to myself because it was, it must have taken me. I started the course. I didn't even start my business till like a month later. I was waiting until I was ready, as most people do, right? But that never happens. Like, you just have to start and figure things out from there. And that's when I started. And at first, it was helping anyone, like I said, lose a bit of body fat, just improve their fitness, get a little bit stronger. And eventually, I got bored of that, and I didn't find it that fulfilling. And it was only until I helped a guy transform himself, and a girl as well, where they got abs, they built muscle, and it was something that I looked at and went, wow, that is mental. And seeing their reactions from it, and doing my own transformation and getting back in shape myself and seeing how it affected me positively, my energy, my confidence. I was like, I need to help as many people do this as possible. I started doing client photo shoots, getting better at coaching, investing all my money back into it. Like, I don't know exactly how much, but I've probably spent at least 40 grand in the last 4 years on my business, on my coaching skills, mentors. Some have been shit, some have been amazing, some have been okay. And I don't regret any of it because it got me to where I am today. And I'm only just getting started, right? I think so many people are afraid to invest in themselves. But if you don't, you're always going to remain stuck. I would not be where I am now if I didn't learn from those people. My client results would not be as good if I didn't learn from those people. I wouldn't be in Sydney if I didn't learn from those people. I'd still be stuck at home trying to figure out how to write a piece of content so I didn't know how to do it. So there's a lesson to be learnt in there. But like I said, I just got to the point where I knew I wanted to help, refine the business, and I'm now at a point where my passion, genuinely, like what gets me out of bed, what makes me happy, fulfilled, is my work. Like, being here in Sydney is great. I'm spending most of my days indoors working, doing this video outside obviously because it's hot, but my life up until now for the last 4 years has just been sacrifice. Learn, sacrifice, learn, sacrifice. Stop drinking, pretty much completely stopped drinking. I haven't been drunk in maybe like 2 years, which is mad for some people, right? But 2 years I haven't done that, so I don't want to be hungover. 2 years of sacrifice with that. 4 years total of spending 8 to 9 hours Monday to Friday, a lot of weekends too, just working, learning, studying, coaching, like doing all these things, trying to wear all these hats as a business owner at once because I haven't got any help. And it's all been worthwhile. And the reason why I say that is because if you are someone who wants to change your life, you want to get in amazing shape, you have to understand most of it's pretty shitty. Most of it's not fun. Most of it's the work you do when no one's seeing. It's going to the gym when you don't want to. It's waking up early to go to the gym if you don't feel like doing it. It's eating healthy when you're craving a pizza or whatever it might be. There is sacrifice, there is compromise, there is work that has to be put in. There are more days often than not you don't want to do it. There are more days often than not where you feel like you're going nowhere and you're frustrated, you don't know why. And that's why I feel like coaching is so important, because you need that support. I need that support. That's why I've got a coach, and that's why I love helping guys and girls now who are either inconsistent in the gym, not 100% knowing what to do, they're not really seeing the results they want, but they're putting in the work. I love helping those people. I love helping those people figure it out, get lean, build a muscular physique, look athletic, be healthy, be fit, and then use that to change your life, because genuinely that's exactly what's changed my life. It's my fitness. And I can talk about all this other stuff, but if I didn't get back in shape, if I didn't work on that, if I didn't stop drinking, I wouldn't have the energy or the drive to want to get up every day and do videos like this. So that's kind of where I'm at now, and like the mission going forwards is I genuinely want to help like 10,000 people in my career. Like, I don't know how long I'll do this for, but I can't see myself stopping it, especially not anytime soon. I want to help 10,000 people completely transform their lives, live an amazing life, and that all starts with the body. That's what I believe anyway. Kind of lost train of thought there, but hope that will make sense. But that's pretty much my story. That's kind of how I've gone from, like I said, not feeling lost in life, out of shape, being unhappy, to getting in shape, using that to help me thrive in my business and my coaching, and then on top of that, you know, building a life I love and being able to like come here, spend a month here, and just do things that I've always dreamed of doing. And weirdly enough, I'd always knew that my life would look like this. I just didn't know how. And it's another thing as well, if you want to get in shape, is having that self-belief. But the main thing you've got to do is just get started. I didn't know how quickly this could happen or not, but I knew that if I just kept putting in the work, I kept showing up, I kept doing what needed to be done, even when I felt like I was going nowhere, that I would get to the point where I could do this. But honestly, it's weird, because when I first started, I thought the travelling would be the thing that I love, and it's not really. Like, I enjoy it, and it's been fun. But what I love is sitting in my office every day, working and coaching people and getting better at that. that's generally what brings me fulfillment, and that's what's kind of changed as time's gone on. So if you're interested in just following along my journey, like this page for me is all about giving value, going through my struggles in my fitness journey at the moment, previously, where I'm going to, the plan that I'm following, how you guys can also get in shape, as many tips and tricks as possible. So if that's something you're interested in, hit the subscribe button. And my goal is post once a week. I'm not sure how that will happen, but I'm going to try my best to post once a week minimum for the next year.